Today we're checking out the IIIF150 Air 2 Ultra 5G, a phone that claims to deliver solid performance in the slimmest rugged design out there. I don't just take promises at face value, so we'll see if it's really that good and worth your money. Buckle up, hit subscribe and let's dive in. The box is massive and square with fancy stripes. Inside we get the phone right away, and whoa, the camera setup is definitely a bold design choice. It's a bit unusual, but we'll dive into the details soon. We also get the usual manuals, a 65 watts GAN charger. If you're not familiar, GAN chargers are compact, efficient and powerful, definitely a nice touch. There's also a premium braided charging cable, a hard glass screen protector and some wet wipes for application. That's about it, no crazy surprises here. Now let's dive into the phone. At just 8.6 mils thick and weighing 230 grams, the Air 2 Ultra is surprisingly slim for a rugged phone. It's got rubber sides, aluminium back and Gorilla Glass front, which gives it a tough feel without being too bulky. In fact, it's even slimmer than the new IIIF Cyber 15, which boasts a similar claim. The design is described as era-inspired, featuring a quirky camera layout that seems like it's borrowed from a F-15 jet or perhaps even an owl. The LED lights around the camera are intended to show battery status and music, but they don't serve as video lights or flash indicators, so it's a bit of a missed opportunity. You'll find the usual button placements: power on the right, volume on the left, plus USB-C port, speaker, mic, infrared blaster and earpiece, all where you would expect them. The phone is IP68 and 69K rated for dust and water resistant and meets military standard 810H durability standards. It's built to handle drops and splashes, but it's best to avoid salt water and harsh chemicals. The 6.8-inch AMOLED display boasts a 120Hz refresh rate and 2460 by 1080 pixels resolution, developed with known brand TCL. It's bright and vibrant, great for videos and gaming, with a peak brightness of around 2600 nits. I would give display 9 out of 10. The sound, however, is just average. It's loud but lacks depth, and the speakers can get muffled during gaming. Not a deal breaker, but definitely an area for improvement. I would rate the sound 6 out of 10. The Air 2 Ultra has a dual camera setup, a 108 megapixels main sensor and 64 megapixels night vision camera. The main camera performs well in good lighting with decent detail, but its low light performance is average and not on par with flagship phones like the iPhone 15 Pro or Google Pixel 9. The zoom is digital and deteriorates noticeably beyond 2 to 3 times, so it's best not to push it too far. Video quality is HD 1080p at 30 fps with basic electronic image stabilization, which is suitable for casual use but not as smooth as optical stabilization. The night vision camera is decent, but feels a bit gimmicky. It's useful for low-light scenarios like finding keys in the dark, but it has a limited range of about 10 to 15 meters. It's comparable to other rugged phones like the Ulefone Armor 25T Pro or 27 Pro, but overall it's more for fun than practical use. The 32 megapixels front camera works for selfies and video calls, but lacks any standout features. This IIIF150 Air 2 Ultra runs Android 13, which feels slightly outdated next to newer devices on Android 14. Setup is simple, but the built-in AI assistant can be annoying with its loud robotic voice.
Try this now by touching the screen and dragging towards the bottom left-hand corner.
Thankfully, you can turn it off. The two-finger gesture system also feels clumsy, so I found myself switching to the traditional 3-button navigation. It comes with some bloatware, but you can uninstall most of it. As for AI capabilities, your best bet is installing apps like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, as the built-in assistant isn't great.
Digital clock.
Under the hood, the MediaTek Dimensity 750 chipset paired with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage, expandable to 1 terabyte, is sufficient for day-to-day tasks and media storage. It supports 2G through 5G, though your 5G experience might depend on your carrier. Connectivity-wise, you also get Bluetooth 5.0, NFC and Wi-Fi 6, but the fingerprint sensor can be finicky. So I would rate hardware as 7 out of 10. Solid specs, but nothing groundbreaking. And a software and user interface rating 5 out of 10. Outdated Android version and clunky user interface gestures drag down the experience. Surprisingly, it holds up well in gaming. Asphalt Legends Unite runs smoothly on high settings at 60 FPS. Call of Duty Mobile oscillates between 30 and 60 FPS. It's good for casual gaming, but for something more intense, you might want to look at devices like the Asus ROG 8 or the new Poco F6 if you're on a tighter budget. So, gaming rating 7 out of 10. It handles most games well, but it's not a hardcore gaming device. Since gaming performance was fairly smooth, I ran some benchmarks to get a clearer idea. On Geekbench, it scored 1096 in single core, 2628 in multi-core, and 2534 in OpenCL. This slightly edges out the latest hardware Hyper 7, which I'll also cover in one of the next videos. If you want to stay updated, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The Air 2 Ultra features a 5000 mAh battery with Huawei's technology, utilizing a 65-watt solar cell system. This design provides about 20% more capacity in the same space as dual cell system, keeping the phone slim. With heavy use, gaming, social media and videos, I got nearly 3 days of battery life. It falls short of the 5 to 6 days advertised, but it's still impressive for the rugged phone. It supports fast charging, so we get 0 to 100% in about an hour, and 15 watts wireless charging, which takes roughly about 1.5 hours. I would rate battery 8.5 out of 10, strong endurance and efficient charging for a rugged phone. So what's the verdict on the IIIF150 Air 2 Ultra 5G? It's a bit of a mixed bag. It's notably slim and light for a rugged phone. The AMOLED display is bright with a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. The Dimensity 750 handles casual gaming but isn't suited for high-end gaming. The camera's low light performance is average, and the AI assistant can be more bothersome than helpful. Price around £270 or $350 US, it's durable and has a unique look, and I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's a solid rugged phone with a good battery life and distinctive design, but less competitive in performance and camera quality. So what do you think? Catch you guys in the next one.